If you're manifesting and you've got an SP that you want to be healthily obsessed with you or in love with you, but maybe there's somebody that you don't believe that they are at that level, but you do believe that they are intrigued by you or curious about you or want to get to know you. Well, I think that baby steps manifesting is key to getting to your goal, but starting with beliefs that you do have and repeating those until those are really hardwired and like instinctive and but of course. And then once you have those as but of course, you can start to have more of the big manifestations. So for instance, like I just said, I think making yourself believe that somebody is intrigued by you, curious about you, wants to get to know you, I think those are the building blocks to manifesting that they're always calling and texting you and that they are always sending voice files. Because I think that you've got to build those baby steps in your subconscious so that once it's not such a big leap you don't have as much resistance because you've built those steps that, okay, if somebody is intrigued by me, then they might be attracted to me. If they're attracted to me, then they might be curious about me. Then they might want to get to know me. And then from there, if somebody is intrigued, curious, wants to get to know you and attracted, they're probably going to start texting and calling all the time. And then from there, they might also, like a little mini one of the sending voice files and calling is somebody might love your voice. So I think having those is so key because once you really believe that, like, yeah, because sometimes people even say when you're talking to them, they'll say, well, I think he likes me, but I don't think he's in love with me, or I think he has a lot of interest, he's curious, but he's not. So play into what you already believe and build on that. And you can tell in your state, you can tell from how you feel when you're ready to do that. So the way that I manifest and do the affirmations and saturations is I will listen to subliminal music on my walk, on my drive, or at my house when I'm cleaning or doing other things. So when I'm already in a theta brain state. So I'm listening to those subliminals, and then I have my own affirmations that I'm thinking that go along with the subliminals. So the subliminals are just a little booster to my subconscious that are flowing, and then I'm thinking the thoughts like, he wants to get to know me, he's intrigued by me. And then once I've gotten to the place where those are just automatic, like a but of course kind of way, then I'll work in the next manifestation, which is that I want somebody to be initiating, to calling and texting a lot. So then I've set up the foundation of the house, and now I'm building the house. So I think that's such a great way to manifest, because I think it helps you get your subconscious on board with what it does believe, so that then when you make that next jump or take a step, it believes that more readily because it just makes sense, because you've already wired in that assumptions. You've already wired in the assumption that they're intrigued, so now you can wire in that they're always texting. So definitely my recommendation. It's the same with, say your building block is author getting a book deal. Well, you've got to believe, you've got to actually first have the baby steps of loving your own writing before you believe other people love your writing. And you've got to have the building blocks of that first. And you've got to have the building blocks in your self-concept that you write every day, you're an author, and this is who you are. So my building blocks for the goal book deal is, my little mini ones are, it's so easy for me to write every day. It's the easiest thing for me to do to write. And I love my writing, I love my novels, I love the petting zoo, I love trigger warning. So telling myself I love those, then from there getting to, everyone wants to read my writing. Everyone loves my writing. Everybody loves my novels. Then I get to, everybody buys my writing. Everybody buys my novels. Then I get to, billions buy. Billions love it. So I'm building up to just being able to hold my manifestation, which ultimately is having mega selling novels. And so I have to kind of build myself up and each step by step with things I already believe, or that I almost could believe, or that I believe at least 70% of the time. And then I get to the ones that I have more resistance to, but by the time I get to them, I have less resistance that billions want to read it, because I've already wired in that I love it, everyone loves it, my friends love it, all these people in my workshops love it. So then billions, yes, we see how we went up the staircase, and we got to a higher capacity of how much we can hold for our self-belief and our assumptions about what we can do and what we can manifest. So I hope this was helpful, because this has really helped me with manifesting, and I've been diving in deep with it, and it's so much fun to see how the baby steps manifesting really helps and works. So I hope this was good.